Dating in 2026 has to be a humiliation ritual.
I don't understand the generation of men and their ghosting. Like, why don't you just tell the woman, like, hey, look, I found someone else, or hey, I don't feel a connection, or something else, you know what I mean?
I literally just got canceled on when I was on the way to a first date.
Every time I finally start to like a guy, finally start to fall for them, they disappear. They start pulling back.
When I tell y'all I just got ghosted so bad, I mean, probably the worst case that I've ever seen with my own two eyes.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Pearl Chronicle.
I don't understand the generation of men and their ghosting. Like, why don't you just tell the woman, like, hey, look, I found someone else, or hey, I don't feel a connection, or something else, you know what I mean? Like, most of us are understanding. We're not going to sit there and cry about the fact that, oh my god, don't leave me, because we've probably got better options anyway. I went on a date. I went on 3 dates with this one guy. And then the 4th date, he was like, oh, I've got some family issues. I'm going to have to cancel. And I was like, cool, that's fine. Disappeared for the rest of the weekend. Like, okay. And then when I messaged him, he was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm not in right headspace, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And that was it. Like, nothing else. Nothing like, hey, let's, sorry, this is not going to work out. Sorry, I'm not in the zone. Like, whatever it may be. Why is it so wrong to explain yourself? Like, take some goddamn accountability here.
Men don't owe a full breakdown after one date. If there's no connection, they move on. Ghosting isn't ideal, but neither is turning every exit into an interrogation.
Y'all, I literally just got canceled on when I was on the way to a first date. You want to know the reason? Which is kind of valid in some sense if you cancel ahead of time. The NFL draft. He said this is too important to me. His words, not mine. I'm not kidding. He said the NFL draft. This is too important to me. I don't mind if you cancel on me the day of even. I'm not tripping. A first date, if you cancel the first time, whatever. But 30 minutes before when I'm already on the way it's diabolical. And here's the thing. Here's the kicker. His team is the Browns. Let that sink in. It's the Browns. That's wild. So, I'm at my friend's house now. I came over here because she told me we can have a date tonight. Every single time the Browns lose, because I know they're not going to do anything this year, I'm going to send him the score. And if he changes his number, I'm going to find his number. And I'm going to find his address. Don't trust men in general, right, Val? No. Don't trust men.
He showed low interest. Simple. When a man values you, he doesn't cancel 30 minutes before. But threatening to track him down, that's worse than what he did. Just move on.
So I'm sitting here getting ready to go to the DMV, and I just thought about something, and I wanted to make sure that I'm not the only girl who experiences this, because I would be just annoyed if I was. It seems like every single time I actually start to like a guy, and it's not easy for me to like someone, but like it takes me a while, and it seems like every time I finally start to like a guy, finally start to fall for them, they disappear. They start pulling back. They start like ghosting me. It's the weirdest thing ever, and it happens to almost every single guy that I've ever like expressed interest in. Once I start liking them, they're gone, just like that. And this always happens with guys who are chasing me, who like I just didn't want to give a chance to. And then I finally give them a chance, and that's like, I guess all they needed was just to like prove that they could get me to be interested in them, and then they leave. Like, what the fuck? And it's just like, this is why I don't show interest in people, because then they do this, and then it makes you look embarrassing because I didn't like you anyways, and now the fact that I like you, you're gonna go run away. Okay, and now I actually care.
It's not that they disappear. It's that interest wasn't as strong as you thought. Men don't vanish from things they truly value. They just disengage quietly.
When I tell y'all I just got ghosted so bad, I mean, probably the worst case that I've ever seen with my own two eyes. This man was love bombing me so bad, saying how he ain't never met nobody like me before, and he ain't going nowhere, and he always gonna be right here, and he like everything about me, and yada 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 yada. And I'm just eating it up. Like he was talking every day, all day, like literally. He would come over, we would watch shows, and like literally was attached to each other. Just for me to hear from him last on Friday, and I ain't heard from him since. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I took it a step further. I texted him on a Text Now app just to see, because I thought nigga was dead. I thought he was dead or something. He texts back immediately, but hasn't replied to any of my messages since Friday. And people wonder why I don't like men. People wonder why there is literally male hatred running through my bones. And people can always say, pick better, pick better, pick better. But the only thing I'm doing is being a girl. I'm only listening to your words and your actions like a grown up. I don't know. Like, how can you pick better and the men are lying to you and deceiving you? We don't know exactly which version of them that we're getting until that version is released. I fear.
He didn't change. You just saw the real version after the hype phase. Talking every day for a week isn't commitment. If he disappears, that is your answer. Move on.
I just had a really humbling realization that the last 3 men I have been on a date with have all ghosted me. I think communication might be a little bit broken, because the first guy, for example, we had been on 7 dates together, and I tried to arrange a plan with him for the week and he disappeared. The next guy was 1 date, and after the date he messaged to say how much fun he had, and I said that too, and I thought we would book in another one, but apparently not, because he too disappeared. And then the third one, we went on 1 date and I messaged him the next day to say thank you for buying the drinks. Just the same guy that was sucking my face in the front of a pub. So I'm confused. It's probably something to do with me. I know that's really toxic. There's probably something about me, but I shouldn't think like that. I am just thinking dating is a little bit broken, and I don't quite know how to fix that.
Kissing, texting, even multiple dates, none of that guarantees intent. If they disappear, that was the answer. The pattern isn't dating is broken, it's picking men who weren't fully invested.
How to deal with getting ghosted? Like, do I speak up and say something or just let it go? Never say anything.
Yeah, never say anything. Wait a few months, then say something.
Wait a few months and then fuck his brother. Like, that's the only thing you say.
Yeah, if you get ghosted, you kind of just have to accept it.
You think he's gonna be like, oh my god, my phone was in the river.
I actually really do love you. He
Ghosting
like
is actually so fucking loud.
I actually appreciate a ghosting.
I love a ghost.
It's the Irish exit of relationships.
Exactly, and
I love it. Just say to yourself, he doesn't like me, or he would have texted me. Think of the ghosting as like him doing you a favor. Now you don't have to also have an awkward conversation. Mm-hmm. And the bottom line is still the same. He doesn't like you.
Ghosting is the message. You don't need a speech or closure. Actions already gave you the answer. If someone's interested, they don't disappear, they communicate.
I'm gonna have to put you down there, okay? I just got stood up for the first time. And that's never happened to me before. Okay, so let me tell you guys everything. I've been talking to this guy for about a week. A little bit, like a week and a half. And I really liked him. We had good conversation. We would be on the phone for like over 3 hours one time. And we had planned a date for today. And like everything was going well. Like last night I texted him like, hey, are we still on for tomorrow? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, well, let me know the details. And he never responded back. He never responded back to me asking what the details were. And then today I'm like, that was really rude for you to pretend you like me. And then literally just to ghost me. Like he literally said to me like 2 days ago, like, I don't want to hurt you. And I'm so like traumatized by that phrase. Like, oh, I don't want to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you.
Early intensity isn't commitment. If a man pulls back, it means the connection wasn't as strong for him as it felt for you.
Dating in 2026 has to be a humiliation ritual. Guys, my best friend texted me. She says she's hosting a party. She says she wants me to come. I'm usually not a party gal, but it's my best friend. She's hosting a party. She gets paid per every head that goes to this party. So me being a good friend, I'm like, I'm gonna go because I want you to get that bag. So I asked her, what's the dress code? She said, oh, it's cocktail attire. Great. I have this short little black dress paired up with some heels. My hair was already done. Let's go. Now, we get to said party, and I normally don't talk to anyone. I swear I'm not a bitch. I'm just shy and I have social anxiety. The only way for my shyness to go away is if I have some drinks in me. So the party had an open bar. I want to got me an espresso martini. I'm feeling good, but I'm not loose yet. This tall, dark, and handsome man walks up to me and he asks me if I want another drink. I mean, it's an open bar. It's not like you buy me a drink, but yeah, let's have another drink. Now I'm 2 drinks in. This man is having conversation with me. We're having great banter. He's really cute. And the rest is fucking history, bitch. He asked me if I want to go have dinner with him. So that we did, right? We went and had dinner last night. He took me out to a really nice restaurant. The food was good. The vibes was good. I was really fucking with it. I guess you could say everything was going great. Unfucking till he got a phone call and he said, "Excuse me 1 second. I have to take this." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." He says, "Hey, baby." In my mind, I'm like, "Hey, baby." Like, I mean, that could be anybody, right? Maybe he has kids. I wouldn't expect a 27-year-old to have children. I mean, that's not normal in my reality. Like, I'm still a baby. 27 is too young to have kids. But anyway, he could have some kids he didn't disclose of. He talking on the phone. He talking about some, "Yeah, I'll be there soon. Yep, okay, love you too. Bye, baby." Hangs up the phone. Now I'm confused. I didn't want to ask him who he was talking to, but like, I kind of had to. So I was like, "Oh, was that your kid?" He was like, "Nah, I don't have no kids." I'm like, "Oh, thank God." He was like, "That was my wife."
That's not a plot twist, that's just a man living a double life. Always assume clarity is missing until proven otherwise.
I literally, the only thing I could do was just fucking laugh. I was like, "What? What do you mean? Like, boy, bye, stop playing." He was like, "No, that was my wife." I was like, confusion. I was like, "What do you mean that was your wife? I thought we was on a date, like romantically." He was like, we're in an open marriage. She knows I'm on a date." Okay, you know you're in an open marriage. And she knows you're in an open marriage. I didn't know you was in an open marriage, bitch. What the fuck? To make a long story not as long, this man said that him and his wife go out on dates every now and then with other people, but they're never gonna get divorced. They love each other very much. They agreed to an open marriage, and it's very little times where they actually date outside of their marriage. I am one of those times where he was dating outside of his marriage. I said, "I'm sorry, I did not know you was married, and even if you are in an open marriage, that's not something I'm cool with, and I feel like that's something you should have disclosed with me this entire week that we've been communicating. You could have said it at the party where we met. You could have said it on the phone when we was on the phone. You could have said it literally before picking me up to come to this date. You've had so many opportunities to tell me that you were fucking married." Then he has the audacity to ask me like why I'm not okay with it. Simply because I'm not. That should be enough for you. Simply because I'm not okay with it. I don't want to date a married man. What if I fall in love with you and I want to marry you when I can't? Because we live in the fucking United States and I don't think that's legal.
Open marriage or not, that's irrelevant. He didn't disclose it up front because he knew it would kill his chances. That's not openness, that's manipulation.
Getting ghosted by a sugar daddy has got to be one of the most humbling experiences on the planet Earth, because what do you mean you're the one ignoring me? You're not responding to me. What? In this dynamic, I thought you were just happy to even be in my presence, and now all of a sudden you can't even reply, and it's been 6 months. Like, I'm just gonna, for the sake of my own sanity, pretend that they simply passed away.
If someone hasn't replied in 6 months, there's no dynamic left. There was just interest on one side. Silence is the answer, not confusion.
I'm really trying not to crash out right now, but I'm actually really pissed. Matched with this guy on Hinge. He's really chatty, funny, playful, asked for my number. We were going to go out tomorrow night, right? Text me, "Hey, here's my Instagram, creep if you want to." So I look him up on Instagram. It's private, so I click follow. Go back to Hinge. Unmatched me. I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, maybe because he already has my number. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to go see if he, like, accepted my follow request. Blocked on Instagram. So how is that supposed to make me feel? I know I probably shouldn't be like looking into it. Maybe he's just not interested. But I'm like, did he look at my Instagram and think I was ugly? I am really having a hard time with dating, and I don't know how to like make that not about me, because that really hurt my feelings. Like, what? I just don't understand these freaking men. I am so over this. Like, I don't want to be doing this. And I know this is how you find people, but like, at what cost?
Online dating is high volume, low clarity. People switch up fast, and it's rarely about you personally. It's just weak intent getting filtered out early.
So I just asked this guy, we talked for a little bit. It was like a Hinge match, okay? It triggered the fuck out of me. Oh my god, why am I crying on camera? This is what had happened. So we went on literally one day we talked for a while. He seemed excited, but he lives like 2 hours away, okay? And so it just kind of fizzled, and then I was gonna be in town, so we met up. We had a good day, and then I could just tell like things were not vibing afterwards. I could just tell his energy was a little reserved, and I was like, okay. So I just let it fizzle, whatever. But this is some guy I was like, oh, he's hot, he's like established, da, da, da. I was like, I like this guy. And things went well on the date. Why is he, what happened? I never got clarity. So tonight, a few months, that was in the summer, I don't know. A few months later, I just sent him a voice message and I asked him, I said, hey, I hope you're doing well, pleasantries. And I said, hey, I just would love to know like what the disconnect was. What was I thought we had a fun time. The communication was fine. Yeah. I just talked about what a good time I had. And I was like, I just asked him for genuine feedback. I was like, what happened, basically? And I said, no hard feelings. Of course, no hard feelings. Things just don't work sometimes, whatever. But for my growth, I want to attract somebody that I respect. And right now I'm attracting a bunch of fucking avoidance. And I want, what happened? Anyways. And so I held it together, guys. And then he texted me that it was just the distance. So we had a really good day and it was fun, but there's a lot of hurdles with distance. And why am I upset? Why am I crying? I feel better talking it out, actually. Thanks, TikTok. Thanks, TikTok. But I think it triggered my inner child in a way that was like, somebody didn't choose me. I wasn't worthy enough for a long distance making that effort, which is hurtful. But I appreciate the honesty, and that's all I needed to do. It was very vulnerable. I think that was another part of it too. The vulnerability of asking somebody, hey, what happened? And then them answering, and it's like, just wasn't worth it, kind of. Like he's so nice about it, but it hurt me feelings. It triggered me. Have any of you ever done this? Have any of you ever asked somebody? Maybe they ghosted you, I don't know. Ask, it's kind of like, girl, get a little uncomfortable. I sent him a voice message asking him, what was the disconnect?
Distance is a clean reason, not a hidden message. If a man wants it, he'll navigate the distance. If he won't, the interest just isn't strong enough. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.